Hello folks, welcome to race day here in Spielberg at the Red Bull Ring, the Austrian Grand Prix 2018, and joining me, Mr. Pierre Gasly. Good morning.
Good morning.
How are you?
I'm feeling good.
Yeah?
Feeling good, yeah, beautiful day. Had a nice rest yesterday night, and yeah, it's race day, so always excited.
And it's a big weekend for you guys. It's Red Bull family, it's Red Bull's track. Does that put extra pressure on, or is it just like more media kind of responsibilities?
Kind of more media, but also more support, I would say. You know, like so many Austrian, all the bosses are here, so of course it puts sort of extra pressure. But yeah, it's a good atmosphere. You know, they are trying to put us in a really good like environment, atmosphere, and yeah, since the beginning of the weekend, it's going pretty well. It's
been an amazing season so far. I think more than anybody was expecting after. Let's be honest, 3 difficult years for Honda with McLaren. When you guys took on the Honda engine, I think everyone thought, well, that's Toro Rosso done. You know, it'll be really hard for them. And yet, from the first race really onwards, you guys have been achieving so much. Bahrain was amazing. And even, you know, here, recent races, the performance just keeps being there. Have you guys been surprised by it? Or is it now just, yeah, it's just normal?
No, yeah, to be fair, of course, was a big challenge for the team, and also, to be honest, last year I didn't really know what to expect because Honda had really such a difficult time with McLaren, and no, the team just did an amazing work, especially in terms of communication, to really make the best out of it. And we struggled a little bit, but the overall performance was much better compared to last year. We are still struggling. We had some big eye like in Bahrain, where we still struggle to understand what's happened exactly there and why we were so competitive. Monaco was really good, but definitely we can see like the Honda is progressing race by race. We're still lacking performance, but it's definitely better than they were the last 3 years.
Did Bahrain put expectations too high?
Probably.
Maybe.
honestly, you know, we sort of every weekend we speak about that race and just trying to understand how we managed to get that performance, because first we didn't expect it, and yeah, it was just really a race out of all the others where the car was great, just everything was great during that weekend, and we know that we have the potential to do great, but at the moment we objectively struggle and don't have enough pace to do this consistently. Yeah.
And you got a big upgrade this weekend. It didn't seem to be working for Brendan, but you guys have persevered with it. And is it a marked step forward? Is it difficult to know where you're at with it?
It's pretty difficult at the moment. It's clearly something we were waiting, but at the moment it doesn't really give us what we expected. I think we need a bit more work and understanding to analyze the data a bit more deeply to really understand how to make it work. We cannot really see the massive step forward at the moment, but Austria is quite a typical track. You know, you have only 7 corners, a lot of straights, so it's not as easy. I guess in Silverstone we'll get a bit more understanding about it.
And how are you enjoying Formula One? Because the way in which it all came about was crazy, and now it's real, now it's proper. You've got a full season you can actually get your teeth into. Are you enjoying it?
Honestly, it's unbelievable. It's really crazy, and you know, you've got 21 races. It's the first time in my career that I get the chance to race so much, and every weekend I come like so happy about everything. I get to drive Formula One car. This year they are fastest car in the world and faster than they have ever been. So it's just a pure joy to be driving these cars, and yeah, just excited. You know, at the moment, of course, I would like to fight for the top 10 every weekend. We don't have this performance, but that's our target, and we know we need to work. And we are in a position where sometimes when opportunities come up, we are right there to take them. So it's also quite an exciting position. But no, clearly it's, yeah, life in Formula One is really unbelievable. And also with Toro Rosso, they make it much easier for me. You know, they are Italian, so great spirit, great family, and yeah, it feels good. Yeah, great pasta, yeah.
Folks at home, if you are watching, you can, of course, send your questions in, and we will do our best to answer them. Not we, you. Obviously, no one wants to hear from me. We've got some of them coming in already. Sam's on it. So if your question doesn't get forwarded to me, that's Sam's fault. We'll start with some of these. An FP3 message to Ocon, apparently. Did you say something to Esteban in FP3?
I don't know if it was Esteban or Sergio.
Okay.
But yeah, you know, like traffic is pretty difficult on this track, and I got blocked 3 times since the beginning of the weekend by a Force India. So I was just like putting new tires first lap, and then last 2 corners got traffic, and you know, in this moment you're just quite upset, especially it was the 3rd time of the weekend. So
what's the beef with you and Esteban? Because I don't know the full depth of that.
It's a long story. I'm not sure we have enough time to go through everything.
Hey, it's Facebook. We got all the time in the world.
Yeah. I've got the meeting soon, but no.
Time's endless, isn't it?
We were best friends. I know Esteban.
You don't have to.
No, but I can explain a bit. We were best friends. When we were, I think, 6 or 7 until 12 and 13, and kind of grew up racing on the same tracks, training every weekend. He used to come in my home every Wednesday, Saturday, Sunday, and same for him. And then after, we started to fight on track, and just started to go bad from the point he started to crash into me for race wins, and from that point it started to be more difficult. I've tried to keep the relation healthy, but we came to a point where I think he didn't want it to be healthy anymore, and
that's really sad. That's really quite sad.
The story is quite long, but in the end, I respect him as a driver. I think he's really fast guy. I know he's been fast, and we had great couple of years together racing in 2 liters, and I've beat him these 2 years we raced together. So it's pretty cool to be racing again together. But he's really fast driver. But we are not really friends anymore.
Okay. Alex Ban says, Daniel Ricciardo, it's his birthday today. Did you get him anything?
I'm still waiting for him to come at the track. I haven't got him anything yet, but we're probably going to plan something with Toro. So little surprise.
We bought something in the garage. You can give him that if you want. You can.
I'm sure he's going to be happy with that.
You can say that you got it for him.
Yeah, I can put him in the seat, right?
Yeah.
Just make it a bit comfy for him.
Right? Yeah. You can have that if you want. Yeah? Okay, cool. You give
I'll take that.
Excellent.
Thanks.
Right. Happy birthday, Daniel. You're welcome. If you were a Muppet, what would you call yourself? Dale Barty is asking this. This is a weird question. Do you know the Muppets?
No, what is that?
You know, like Kermit the Frog and Miss Piggy and the Muppets.
Probably. It's different.
What's it called in French?
In France, yeah. Actually, how did
hold on
there?
Let's find a picture of the Muppets. While I'm finding a picture of the Muppets, I'm going to ask you another question. Are you hoping Daniel leaves Red Bull so that you can move to the senior team?
It's quite a tricky question. Of course, I want to be in Red Bull one day because I want to fight for victories and podiums and championships. So, of course, that's clearly my target. After, at the moment, to be fair, I don't really think about it. Just try to do well in Toro Rosso, and I believe that if I show good performances with Toro Rosso, then the opportunity will come at some point. But for sure, there are only 2 seats. Max is signed until 2020, and the other seat is with Daniel. So if he wants to leave, then that's his choice. But if he stays, I'm only in my first season, just taking experience, and we'll see what he does.
That's the Muppets.
What is the green one?
That's Kermit. Kermit the Frog.
Okay, I'll probably be this one.
You'd be Kermit.
Yeah, it's French. French and frogs makes sense.
Absolutely, French frogs, brilliant. I put you more like Animal with the face.
So?
You shaved after Bahrain, didn't you? And then it all went to hell in China. Yeah. So you didn't shave again after that.
Kind of, yeah. Yeah, the shave worked pretty well in Bahrain, and then weekend after I just gave it a try without it, and was probably one of the worst weekends.
If you shaved around there, you'd have like Emerson Fittipaldi type lamb chops. Yeah, man. Like Emma would be proud of those.
You think that
you could bring it back. Bring back the 70s lamb chop look. Yeah, Emma.
I'll think about it.
Talk to Jackie Stewart and Emerson about it.
If you do it with me, why not?
My facial hair doesn't grow like that.
I get the moustache, right?
Right, like I'm nearly 40 and I can't grow a full face of hair. It's a joke. Right. Gasly is the best young driver. Do you agree?
That's for you, I think.
No,
That question
I
is
think it's for you.
No,
They're all for you. They're all for you. Right, what's your favourite track?
Favorite track, yeah. Qualifying Monaco, by far, especially this year, was just
Why?
Unbelievable.
Is it because you just can't make a mistake?
In terms of concentration and adrenaline, I think there is nothing in life which gives me that much adrenaline. Like, you're just like 1 centimeter from the walls everywhere, trying to go as fast as possible, and you have no room for error. So no, just really special feeling. And then after in the race, must say it's quite boring race. So I will say Spa or Singapore. I'm really looking forward to Singapore. I've never been there.
Really? Because that's a hard one.
Actually, I prefer tracks with only corners. I don't like so much the straights. Not talking like related with my car or anything. I prefer tracks with a lot of rhythm, like Budapest, Singapore as well. I think will be cool. But Spa is a special one.
Spa, very special. Right. Who is your closest friend in F1 and on the track from Joey Shaw?
I've got a couple. I would say the closest one, Max. We raced many years together. Charles, of course. We used to spend holidays since we were 8 and 9 together. And then, Stoffel. Went on holidays for New Year with him, so he's a great guy as well. And Giovinazzi, really like him.
Yeah.
We're teammates together in GP2, and he's a fantastic
and
guy.
And your championship rivals as well.
Yeah, but in the end, we managed to really separate what happened on track and off track. And I think he's a fantastic driver, fantastic guy as well. Great person, and hopefully we can see him on the grid soon.
Right. Pedro Ennis, based on your experience with Honda, do you think that Red Bull will be faster next year? That's a loaded question.
I want to hope so. At the moment, I think at the moment it's a bit risky, and we know that we are slower than Renault. So we still need to make a step forward. After there are still 8 or 9 months before Australia next year, so hopefully Honda can keep improving and developing the engine and the performance. So I think we're probably going to see them on the top step, and that will be amazing for Honda after all the difficulty they had. But it might take a bit of time. Yeah.
Mohammed Faizan, great question this. What's the fastest you've ever driven? What's the fastest you've ever gone? In anything?
In anything. Was Formula 1 car. Either Mexico, Baku, and I think Mexico was like 372 kph.
Wow.
That's pretty cool. Actually, at that speed, you would like to take someone just to make him feel the speed, and it's pretty insane. But I like to do Indy one day. Yeah. Indy 500, just to get that 400 kph mark.
Well, you got the Honda there.
Yeah.
Get that sorted out.
Yeah.
Honda, IndyCar.
That's cool.
Yeah. Would you miss Monaco for it?
Maybe not. That's if they can find a way with the program to make it 2 separate races, that will be. In different weekends.
You got to do it one time. Miss Monaco.
I think it's like 24 hours of Le Mans. Yeah, completely agree. And also, we're racing drivers, so honestly, with whatever car you drive, you just enjoy racing. So I think it's really Indy 500 is a special race. 24 hours of Le Mans as well, and definitely I think you must do it at least once, or try to win it at least in your career. Yeah.
That's cool. After you've won Monaco, you can go do those.
Yeah, first let's focus on Monaco, I think.
Okay, last question. Jason's given me the wrap it up. Well, wrap it. You can't see that. It's behind the camera. Wrap it up. Wrap it up. Right. It's a really nice question, I think, from Sudhindra. Who do you look up to? Anyone on the grid? Who do you idolize, I guess?
There are a couple of guys like Lewis, like Seb, even though they are really different from each other. For me, they are really inspiring. Lewis is so talented, and he's been from his first season in Formula 1 straight away at the top, and I think every single year he fought for championships and victories, and that's really impressive. You can be at the top 1 year, but to stay that long is pretty impressive. Seb, I think, is just a mix of. He's got so many qualities in a way. Really hard worker, talented, and just make the best out of the situation. Fernando as well. Looked at him since I'm young. I think I started my first year in karting when he won his championship, Formula One championship. So quite a long time ago, and to race with him now is quite special. And yeah, of course, Jules was really good example. Used to spend holidays with Charles all together, and we were together in the French team. So really like the mentality he had of never giving up. And remember playing with him like a soccer table, and we will get completely crazy just to win that. You know, every single thing was a competition all the time, and yeah, was fantastic guy and great mentality, and good example for me.
We'll leave it at that. Thanks, mate.
Thanks.
Really enjoyable. Best of luck today. Best of luck for the season. Thank you all for tuning in. Thank you for your questions. Wish Pierre well. Have a great race today, man.
Thanks.
We'll see you later. Thanks, buddy. Cheers.